my this is game. Well, it's game 5, but it's week 15, game 16. Hopefully, can complete this amazing season I'm having. I thought I would do two games because A, I'm off this week, and B, because it makes for a better sort of experience. So I spread out. The other one, I think I got done around 6 or so. And now I've got... Okay, I don't know why I'm so... Damn it. Alright. Hold on. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? I can't sign in. Thank you. Oh, thank God. There we are. 14-0, baby. 14-0. Finally got that. So here's my goal for this week. I've made up my own goal. Trying to win. I mean, trying to get shit. Get. Wait, what the hell am I doing? Okay. Go back. So I want to get the Mike Mitchell, the guy Mike Mitchell, to. I mean, that's sick. That game is sick. But I want to get Mike Mitchell the most the most points. I mean, the most interceptions with whatever it's called. I've completely lost focus. I'm sorry. I'm just looking quick. I'd like to get Jason Witten. How is Eli Manning doing that? Alright, let's do this now. I don't care. Let's do this. I want to get Mike Mitchell the most interceptions in the season. He's got one more to tie. I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm freaking so excited. I'm so excited. Let's do this. I'm still going to use the same playbook I used before. The balanced offense, and I'm still going to do the same defense. So, I'm going to... And I heard that I don't know why Bill Belichick does not want to be in Madden. That still upsets me. I don't like the guy. You know what the guy looks like? This coach, I don't know if you guys remember that YouTuber's name was Laserbeam, the Australian guy. That's who the New England coach, that's who he looks like. I swear to God. My guitar, sorry. He looks like freaking Laserbeam. Alright, so I'm going to go with the 46, maybe cover 2. I'll do cover 2. So I'm going back and I'm going to edit my uniforms. I'll do 70s. And I'm gonna do the Bungles. I want to see if it's their 90s, 60s. I want to do the 60s jerseys. Let's get rolling here. I'll talk to you guys when this is over. Here we go. Talk to you guys at the end. Goodbye.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Bengals coming in at 7-6, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 13-0. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in the backfield out of this starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little
That's
gold
it,
sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
NFL, put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And now the 11-year man Steve Weatherford on to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has. Maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And partner Emmitt Smith now moves to number 2. His record of 165 career rushing touchdowns has been broken. What else can you say but wow?
I have no other words but wow, because Emmitt Smith set the standard. A guy that always found his way into the end zone. That record has now been eclipsed. The only thing our new record holder has to worry about, will Emmitt come back and try and get his record back?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On the screen, Bernard. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it.
Oh, nice move. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And he's found the end zone twice, and now let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side on Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 20 on the year. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
So Dalton now. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. With it is Brown. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
4 down, check, 4 down. Ready, wide, 20.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And the Bengals starting to... Brown, the lone receiver left. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And how about this, a fake? Going right side here, and that's complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal. It said hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a big punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Here's Bell. Look at the spin. He won't go down. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell.
Don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him, because this many touchdowns this early, that is demoralizing for a defense. One guy breaking them down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, it's Bell. And some room to maneuver. Boom! Still Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
1 quarter down here on a frigid December night, and it's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down.
Hey. Four down. Hey, blue, 10.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the record for receptions in a single season has been eclipsed.
Which tells you one thing. Not only is he getting open, he's not dropping anything that comes his way. What a fantastic season, jumping over the really high bar that had been set previously.
He's one of the best ever. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I am well aware that our job is to call a game objectively, but let's be honest. I was sitting here about to scream out, watch the fake, watch the fake. What were they lined up to kick that one?
Exactly. Everybody in the stadium knew. They're kicking it from their own side of the field. Everyone knew they weren't going to kick it. Yeah, that one was doomed from the start.
No way it succeeds except for absolutely perfect execution. That one had no chance. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack. The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record?
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And boy, talk about adding adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run again with Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Steve Weatherford now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
4 down. Check. Ready. Wide, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave, the big rookie from South Carolina State, in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first one.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Bernard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He juked him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
My analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell joining only Gale Sayers, his men with a 6-touchdown performance in a single game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Everyone got four down. Set, 380. 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Wide, 20.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Bell. And an alley to run. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Uses the stiff arm. Still on his feet. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell that he's having. We are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. On the right side, caught by Green. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now a carry for Bernard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Steve Weatherford now. He's been terrific so far.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got some space here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. So they're going to go for two. They'll go again with Bell. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created this.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bengals have been sloppy, and that's why they're losing. The Steelers are taking what's given to them, and today that's a whole bunch of gifts in the form of turnovers. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now following the fumble, Bell's going to shift out to the right side, and this run goes for a touchdown. Steelers take the early lead. 1st and 10, Bell's is going to cruise off the right side, and this run goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 14. Steelers take it at the 49. Bryant's able to get open here, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Steelers up now by 21. Midway through the first quarter, Roethlisberger's on target here, and this long run goes for a touchdown as the blowout is on. Late in the first quarter, Bell's looking for room to run, and he'll take this 85 yards for the score. The blowout is on. Now after that turnover, the long ball will find its mark here, and after the long pass, he'll score. What a first half it's been. Steelers line up at the 41. Out of Central Michigan, Antonio Brown on the quick pass. And this goes 41 yards for the score. Steelers have it on 2nd and 5. The blowout rolls on. Bell's got a running lane here, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Steelers way in front. Steelers on 2nd and 7. Bell's going to look for a gap, and this goes for 47 yards and the score. The Steelers having no issue scoring. Final moments of the first half. Bell's going to take it off the right side, and he'll go for a score.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell making a mockery of the NFL record books with his 10th touchdown of the game. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Again, it's Bell. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
What's tight end? 4 down. Check. Hey, 380. 380. Let's go. Game time.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Steve Weatherford now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Hey. 4 down.
A give to Bell. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
And he's just going downhill.
Not only downhill, but with incredible force.
The give is to Bell. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On the counter, here's Bell. And some space here. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell finding the end zone yet again. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards on the ground. And now a 1st down following that long gain. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's trying to get into the top 5.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Were you any good?
Wouldn't.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, he flat out can't be stopped. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, first and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a chance.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell finding the end zone yet again. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out on. Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed at this in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards remaining here on second down. They come up in an offset eye. Dalton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
Right? But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
When Le'Veon Bell gets going and he starts galloping and he piles up yards, his team usually wins. And that's exactly what they're doing here.
Well, in 2015, he had the MCL, PCL injury. Some people were worried. It looks pretty good here in this one.
That tells you there's a whole lot of rehab that went into that, a lot of determination to get back and get back to his present form, which is awfully good.
And that one results in 35 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Bell. Legs. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Protect yourself, baby.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Bulldozes past him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And quickly they get to the line. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Bernard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey. 4 down.
They come out here in the I.
Wide 20.
And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Passing, it's Dalton, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Steve Weatherford now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, what a move.
Oh!
Still going. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell finding the end zone yet again. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
With it is Brown. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, tight left, tight left. 4 down. Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Ooh, with a juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And Le'Veon's mother, Lisa, she grew up a huge Steelers fan, so she's got to love nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ray Malaluga able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He won't go down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give him.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, he flat out can't be stopped. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. First and 10 for Dalton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And this week, as the numbers show, just not as crisp. I don't know what it is, arm strength or what, but just not the same as last week, right?
One of the things we noticed last week was the ability to look off defenders. You know, look in one direction to set them up, move them in that spot, and then come back in the opposite direction and hit open receivers. Today, what we're seeing is him just kind of locking on to people. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to throw it. Maybe he has just too much confidence in his arm. For whatever reason, not nearly as sharp or crisp as we saw in the game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Steve Weatherford now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And take it right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here.
On the ground. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll give this to Bell running right. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll try the right side with Bell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Oh, spinning away. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell finding the end zone yet again. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Hey. 380. 380.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Stop right there. Hey, bang! Blue team!
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's fourth down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Steve Weatherford now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
You know, I have to be really happy after that play. The offensive line, to be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big time.
Yeah, because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 20. And the cutback. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's
doing,
belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. It's second down. Dalton looking. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell finding the end zone yet again. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Second down, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Whoosh. Room here to run. Wow, evasive. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And with that scamper into the end zone, it breaks the single-game record for rushing touchdowns.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Every variety of run we wanted to see, we got to see. And a brand new record has been established today.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And they'll run it here. A beautiful fake. Oh, one more. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Steve Weatherford now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Oh, he bowls over him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, He used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our guys.
she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
1st and 10 for Dalton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. Stays on his feet. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Uses the stiff arms. They can't tackle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. Single receiver. Blue 10. Blue 10. Hey, Mike 50. Mike.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton here from the gun. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be inside the red zone with a... The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.
Hello, everyone. So I'm just going to see the rushing yards. I mean, I guess that's the maximum you can get. 1,023 for some reason. But, I mean, this is amazing. 23 touchdowns. I hope my game doesn't break. But, Ben Roethlisberger, only 4 touchdowns, but that's only because of the running game. Antonio Brown, 3 touchdowns, and Martavis Bryant, 1. I mean, I only pretty much did this for Le'Veon Bell. So, of course, Mike Mitchell not getting an interception, but Sean Davis got some, but Dupree got one at the end, you saw. Ross Crockwell got in. There easily could have been more, and even Javon Hargraves. No, wait. But Dupree, it was Hargrave who got the one at the end, so it's good. So I'm going to go quit this game up, advance to my next week, and I'll see the stats. See if anything is broken. If not, oh well. Alright, an advance. Alright. So, excuse me. So, I'm just gonna advance this. Advance week versus the Ravens, who I shut out. Pretty much, I guess, the same score, 90-something to nothing. So week 16, Ravens are 6-8, which I should drop that. So let me just see something. Let me see the stats. I want to see the I guess the most you can get is 1,023. Rushing touchdowns. All those numbers are mine. It's mine. Receiving yards, Antonio Brown. Receiving. Alright, so I'm the only recent one that got that. Now I'm going to see. I mean, it was easy. The last one I think who did it was Lester Hayes or something from the Raiders, but that's the more recent one. I'm the second recent one with 13 picks. So wait, hold on. Let me just see the different game stats. It stops at Norman Brocklin, but so passing touchdowns 14, 13, 12, 12. We already went over this. Maximo. Wait, I gotta go to Le'Veon Bell. So basically these are the different 2,000 yards. Of course, the first one I think who did it was O.J. Simpson. Chris Johnson second. Terrell Davis is third, and it just goes up the list, and I, of course, did it. So I'm going to go to years quick. Okay. So I complete that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get 10,000 yards. Now I just want to see the career stats. Ben Roethlisberger. He's well ahead of that. Mike Mitchell, William Gay's been, I guess, 8 years. James Harrison, 14. Lawrence Timmons. I'm just going to see the players on this team that have the highest amount of interceptions. Oh, hold on. I'm going to go to the Patriots offense. Okay, so that's Tom Brady. So, hold on, let me look. So week 5. Alright, so I'm going to go to my team again. Quick. If it'll let me. So, ooh, that legacy, really nice. I want to just go to the legacy leaderboard real quick to halfbacks, and I have the most. I just broke it. The most legacy score. So, Joe Flacco, Phil Rivers. It still is yet to win a Super Bowl, but I think I already do that. Tony Brown only won championship. Okay, Cam Newton. Alright, let me look. I'm gonna look at wide receiver. Adrian Peterson. No, still no Super Bowl. Reggie Bush is with the Bills. Rocco Murray, no championships. Sean or Darius Phillips, no championships. Ed Lucy, no championships. Still no championships. Devontae Freedman, no championships. Well, LeGarrette Blount has one. So just going down the list. I gotta be so bad. Ian Starks, well, he won a Super Bowl. Deion Lewis. That guy from the Colts. Alright, so alright, that's it. I'll talk to you guys in next one, but first, unfortunately, I gotta see how many points. So I just have 108 points allowed. These are all the teams that made it. I guess the Carolina Panthers made the wild card. Panthers clinched the playoffs. The Broncos clinched, I guess, a first round bye. So I want the Bengals to make it, so I'm just going to do something quick. Because since I can force a win, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the Bengals. I want to look at the Ravens record first. Baltimore is 6-8. I'd rather play against Baltimore in the playoffs, so I'm looking to play against Baltimore, so there we are. So the Bengals will be 8-8. missing out on the playoffs. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will just check this again quick. Close it out. And that's all my results. Excuse me. So, I'll talk to you guys. So I gotta end the broadcast. Shit.